Okay, we're back from camping. And as you can tell, I've got the 73 here up in the air. Both wheels are off the ground. The bike ran great. Um, there is at one point where it was starving itself of fuel, and I think it was just something in the carburetor, and it worked its way through because it seems to be running good now. And I took it out a couple of times where we were camping, and they had no problem hauling me around. So it's running good. My daughter did mention that there's a lot of rattling coming from the front, and yeah, I concur with her because I took it out, and sure enough, there was a lot of rattling. And so I'm going to be taking the whole front end off here and put new bearings in there and change that up. I'll take the shocks apart too. I'll probably get a rebuilt kit for the shocks. You can get a rebuilt kit also for the steering post here. The original setup, it's loose ball bearings sitting inside of a race, and you kind of place them individually. I think there's like 42 or 43 ball bearings for the top, and then 42 or 43 for the bottom, and you kind of just press it together. It's not a very good design. I noticed online you can actually buy a roller cage type of bearings. I'm going to go with that. I've already sent a question there to the seller on eBay to make sure it fits my 1973. As for the front shocks, they're not the best. I don't think they were the best when they were even brand new, but this year it's not very good. So I'm going to take them apart, see if they need to be rebuilt. The rear shocks. The rear shocks are crap also, not that good. But I'm going to keep them for a while longer because they are sort of expensive to replace. My daughter's not heavy, so it's not too much of a big deal. When I sit on it, though, it does kind of stick. The shock will stick one side. I don't know. I can't remember which side will stick, but like I'll get off and it'll stay there, and all of a sudden, boom, it'll bounce back up like it's sticking. So I will have to address that later. It's not a big deal right now, but other than that, no, the bike ran great. It's a little dirty right now, but that's okay. It's, they're called dirt bikes for a reason. A few adjustments here and there. I'll have to tighten up this chain a little bit, as you can tell, but I'll do that later here. But no, everything worked great. No complaints. It shifted well, even though my daughter is not very good at shifting, as in like she'll forget sometimes that she has to let off the gas a little bit to shift, so she's kind of doing that power shifting, which is not that great on the transmission, but these are pretty tough. They're tough bikes. So, but anyway, let's get to it here. I'm going to be taking this front end apart. I've already started a little bit. I've got the brake cable, brake off, speedo cable off. Next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove the nut here and get this wheel off, and then take the handlebars out, and the chrome cap here, get the shocks off, headlight, and be pretty well it, and speedo, it all comes off, and then I'll start looking and see what I need to replace. So I'm not going to bother filming me taking this apart. If you're watching this video, you've probably done this before, or you've seen it being done, so I don't want to bore you. So I'll bring you back here to show you the parts that are involved when I take it apart. Okay, so as you can tell, I got the front end all apart, and I found the problem on the rattling on the steering column. It was actually this nut right here. Okay. So that is the one that's underneath that chrome plate. So the chrome plates move aside. This one was loose. So I tightened it up, and as tight as it'll go, and that should do the trick. So that, just to show you where it goes, this here sits right on top, right here. And then you get the chrome cap that goes on this one. So anyway, yeah, seems to be the problem, because now if I grab it right here in the front and move it, I don't hear any clanking or nothing. So I think that was a problem. And as for the shocks, I haven't taken them apart. I don't think I will. They're not, I mean, they're not the best, but I don't think you can do much improvement on the front shocks on the XC70, especially with the stock ones. So it's not leaking oil, so I'm gonna keep them the way they are, and put it back together and go for a drive and see if I still get some clang. And if it's still rattling, then I'll take it apart again and I'll replace the bearings in there. But I'm gonna try this out first. It's the cheapest and easiest thing to do.